Hey, I'm Fucci, and welcome to Tiny Kitchen Big Taste. We have got a roasty, toasty good show for you today. We are making biscotti, la-di-da-di. We like biscotti. It's wintertime. It's cold out there, and what goes better on a cold day than a good book and a nice warm cup of coffee? And nothing goes better with coffee than biscotti. This recipe's worth snuggling up to. Y'all ready? Then bring it. So what you're gonna need is 2 1/4 cups of flour, 1 cup of sugar, 3 eggs, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 1/2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1 1/2 teaspoons of anise extract. If you can't find that, you can always use almond extract, 1 tablespoon of anise seeds, and 1/2 cup of pine nuts. You'll also need 2 mixing bowls, measuring cups and measuring spoons, a silicone spatula, a hand mixer, a serrated knife, a baking sheet, and a Sil-Pad. That's a silicone baking sheet. You can also use parchment paper. I said parchment paper. Now this is a really special recipe for me. This is my grandpa's recipe. He passed it down to my dad passed it down to me, and now I'm sharing it with you. We start by combining the dry ingredients, the flour, the baking powder, the cornstarch, and the salt. We give that a little bit of a mix. And then we can set this aside. I will next cream together the eggs and the sugar. I've got the timer set. We will hit it with the hand mixer for 7 minutes. Go. 3, 2, 1. Haha, 7 minutes. Next, we slowly incorporate the dry ingredients. We're gonna add the vanilla and the anise extract. Finish this off. We will add the anise seeds and finally the pine nuts. And we just fold these into our batter until it's thoroughly incorporated. Transfer this back into the smaller bowl. As you can see, the batter is pretty sticky. Pop this in the refrigerator for just about 10 minutes. It'll cool down the dough, make it a little bit easier to work with. Now I will take my chilled dough, divide it in half, and then I will scoop half of it out onto a floured board. And then we will roll it in flour. This makes it just a little bit easier to work with. I will transfer this over to our baking sheet where we will shape our loaf. And you want it just about 3/4 of an inch thick. Voila. I will do this with the next one so that you have 2 long loaves like that. We will pop this in the oven, 350 degrees for 22 minutes. Now once this is cool enough to touch, we're just gonna cut little 1/2-inch strips, creating what looks almost like a biscotti cookie. We will place these onto the baking sheet. I'm gonna finish these real fast, and I'll be right back with you. Wow, that was fast. You're probably thinking, Fucci, you trying to sell me some half-baked cookies? Well, they are half-baked. See, because in Latin, biscotti means twice baked. 5 years of Latin class. And we've already baked them once. We're now gonna pop them under the broiler, toast them on both sides until they're nice and golden brown. Oh, hey, man, check that out. The perfect biscotti cookie. Hey, if you like this recipe, you can find it on our website. You can also check us out at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And when you try this recipe, please let us know about it in the comments below. Until next time, I'm Fucci reminding you that if I can make biscotti in a kitchen this tiny, you can make it in yours. We'll see you next time on Tiny Kitchen Big Taste. Alexa, how many minutes do I have left?